And he right now going nowhere. Maurice Hurst.
Welcome to a special draft edition of Sorry If I Spit When I Speak. I am joined by John Sheeran, Joe Goodberry, Jordan Harris, and Dr. Hodgie, the Electric Smudge.
That's right.
We are going to start with the first round, and John Sheeran is going to tell us who he would draft with the 21st pick overall.
So yeah, my big wish right now is if we take Mo Hurst out of Michigan, the defensive tackle. The Bengals have not been good at replacing, or at least finding a backup to Geno Atkins. In the past 5 years, they've tried Brandon Thompson, Devin Still, Marcus Hardison back in 2015, and Brian Glasgow last year. All guys who are decent role players, but no one who's really been able to give the Bengals defense the type of impact that Geno Atkins has on the defensive line at the two technique spot when he's off the field. Because when he's off the field, not only does the pass rush decrease up the middle, but the run defense is also very lacking as well. Mo Hurst is he's not at Geno's level right now, and I don't think he's that kind of player, even though he's that type of body type, but he does bring a lot of disruption, and he does bring a lot of power at the point of attack for Michigan's defense. And Michigan didn't really unleash him in their scheme, and he didn't really get a lot of sacks because of that. But I think once you make him a pure one-gap penetrator, like the Bengals use Geno Atkins as a three technique, the sack production will come. And I think that is a great, not only backup to Geno Atkins, but a guy who you can slide in at the nickel three-tech spot on third down, and would just be great depth at a position that they don't have a lot of certainty at the moment.
Yeah, Joe, I know you've talked about how the Bengals need to pair Geno with somebody. So what do you think of the pick?
I like the pick. A lot of people say, well, you can't draft a backup to Geno, or Geno's still good. You don't want to replace Geno. But you can't forget that most of the game is played in nickel, which means you're going to have basically 2 3-techs out there on the defensive line. The Bengals like to go with 3 defensive ends and Geno Atkins, but without that third defensive end right now, unless Jordan Willis takes the next step in year 2, their best player could be a Maurice Hurst inside. And next to Atkins, I think that's a guy that plays 500 to 650 snaps. And when Atkins is off the field, you definitely see a difference in the defense. Putting a guy like Maurice Hurst behind him and then next to him, I think you get the production out of it. I think you get the play time out of it. And once Atkins starts getting older, he steps in and hopefully you don't miss too much of a beat there.
Yeah, Jordan, would you agree with that direction? Do you have another idea of what we should do?
Yeah, I do agree with it. Like, I do like the pick a lot, but personally, I would still be stacking with the O-line. And I think 2 guys who come to mind with everybody here is Isaiah Wynn and James Daniels. Me personally, I would pick James Daniels first, but if we had to go on the defensive side of the ball, I would like to have Rashaan Evans. He's more of a, I would put him more as a will backer. More of that outside who has the ability to get sideline to sideline and guard, backs out of the backfield and stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead, Hodgie.
And you're going to turn to me now, Daddy.
Yes,
I know,
yes,
because
yeah.
Save the best for last situation. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, the nickel, yeah, I get the very, very astute analysis, but I really think you go big or you go home in the first round. And you try to get someone that everybody's looking at. Lamar Jackson is exciting. Mike Vick is talking about him, saying he's better than I was. The guy is super athletic. He's got the rocket arm. He's a touchdown machine. And the thing about Lamar Jackson is that a lot of people are interested in him. So, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do when you get someone like that on your roster. I'd go with cleaning up what we need cleaning up, and that is the QB position.
All right, well, there you have it. That is our preview of the first round. You got a little bit of variety there, a lot of ways the Bengals can go. We will be back with the second round of the draft after this.